Well, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to add the weight and gravitas of Indonesia's doctors to this vote to stop the World Health Organization. Without further ado, I'm speaking for Dr. Widya, who's representing Indonesia and Country Council Indonesia. The World Health Organization's declaration and handling of the COVID-19 pandemic had a detrimental impact to our physical, emotional, mental well-being, economy and democratic constitution that we're yet to recover from. Indisputably, the mandated lockdowns, masks and experimental vaccines constitute significant unlawful abuses of power by the authorities. The amendments to the international health regulations and the proposed treaty show that the WHO has no intention of returning our sovereignty or constitution, the Undang Dasar 1945. During the pandemic, the threats and discrimination against Indonesian people were particularly harsh, with no financial or food provision made, despite the receipt of a pandemic fund. Even for many health practitioners like myself who are passionate in providing healthcare to our patients. All this by the restrictive order and direction from the World Health Organization. They have continued with experimental vector and vaccine programs, but the lack of public consultation and terrible outcomes has woken up Indonesia to the fact that the World Health Organization are clearly contravening the Nuremberg Code, and some are already arguing genocide in the international criminal courts, with thousands of cases and pages of evidence being submitted. Indonesia is committed to there being another false declaration, in fact, there not being another false declaration of world pandemic and all the harms that would follow. To make sure this is not allowed to happen again in the future, the World Health Organization and representatives in member states must be held to account by law. Most importantly, the World Health Organization does not possess the same values, ethics and mission of a health authority, but acts as a business outlet to rule, with a completely different agenda. We therefore will stress the importance of liberating ourselves from foreign rulings whose interests are to benefit themselves, not the people and not the global community. We should not consent to any tyrannical health or surveillance compulsions or colonization of our human rights ever again. The lack of transparency from the World Health Organization prompts us to question, do they endeavour representation of true care or just indignity enhancement? We could all possibly go a step further even than the latter.